With Inventec USA, home of the Dashmaster sunglass holder and BullsEye Boat Sight. Today we're going to talk about the BullsEye Boat Sight, how it can benefit your driving, how it can benefit your skiing, as well as how to set up your boat for the BullsEye Boat Sight. First, let's start with a little bit about driving and the importance of keeping the boat path center. As many of you know, in tournaments, a lot of the drivers are being videotaped on the high-end tournaments. And what they're doing is they're watching the movement of the pylon left and right, or deviation off center. And if the pylon is within tolerance, it's really helping the skier when he's swinging to the left and the right to be equal distance. If the boat moves a lot left and right, it can cause slack rope for the skier. If the boat is moving toward the turn buoy as the skier is approaching, or if the boat is moving away, it can cause a tight line. If you're not in the center at the boat guide position too, that means that the skier is not going to be in the right position. What skiers like is consistency in driving and a low deviation off center. But it's more than just being centered that's important in water skiing. For slalom driving, the skier and the driver have to work together. The driver has to understand how to counter the skier's pull. When the skier's coming out of the buoy and he's loading up with two hands on the handle, that's the time when the driver needs to make his correction as the skier begins to move the boat. Once the skier moves behind the boat into the wakes, the correction period is now ending and the skier becomes vulnerable as he releases into the turn for the next buoy. You want to hold the boat steady, wait until he loads up again, and then you'll get your chance to correct. With BullsEye Boat Sight, we're going to give the driver an advantage to find out if he's at center. He can check at 8 different positions, including the pre-gates, the entry gates, actually 10 if you count the pre-gates and entry gates and all 6 of the buoys. So if you're coming around a turn-in island, the BullsEye Boat Sights can help you get lined up, and it gives you the ability to check. Drivers that benefit the most from the BullsEye Boat Sight are drivers that are beginners or mid-range drivers that want to improve their driving. As your driving skills improve, the BullsEye Boat Sight helps pro drivers to occasionally check for center if they're pulled out of line to make sure they're in the right spot when that skier is going around the course at short rope. So that's a little bit about the benefits of it. Now let's talk about the BullsEye Boat Sight products. There are 3 designs. The first design that we started with a couple years back was the Dashmaster sunglass holder, which was designed originally for automotive application to hold your glasses while you drive. It's safer for the glasses where they're not being broken, or in a drink cup holder, sliding on the dash. It's also a benefit if you're in the boat because now you have a place on the dash in the boat to put your glasses while you ski, so they're safe when you get back. Now the BullsEye Boat Sight can also use the Dashmaster sunglass holder mounted in this position over here on the boat. These were the original products. They're available in black or white. They work very well. If you have a cover to put on the boat and the boat is static, that's fine, but if you're going to travel with a cover, you would want a product that is able to fold down or stow away with those covers. And that brings us to the next product. This is the pin design. A lot of your older boats where the driver sits low and the dash of the boat is low, you need a taller product than this one for like the 196 Nautique, the older Malibus, and possibly some of the older Mastercrafts. So these designs here work very well with a holder alongside. The kit will give you these, and to remove them for a cover, you simply twist, put them in the holder, and you're ready to ski. You take it out, put it on there with a little twist, you're ready to go. We highly recommend 2, because you're going to want the boat guide to pass between them. For example, here's the boat guide coming against the pins that we have on the boat. Boat guide comes down the side. The driver will see the boat guide disappear right about here in front of the boat, which visually puts the boat guide between these 2 pins, and that indicates that the boat is centered in the course when the pins are placed in the proper spot. We'll talk about that shortly. The deluxe unit is the fold-down units like we saw over here on the boat. The benefit of these, of course, is that they can be quickly folded down when you're going to put your cover on and brought back up quickly to be ready to go and ski again. They're available with a variety of colors, as you can see: red, blue, black, yellow, We can also make a custom color if you like. Just contact us and we'll work with you on that. There's a chrome base or a black base, your preference on these. Of course, these over here are available in red and blue. Now, how do you set up your boat for the BullsEye? We have discovered that all the current tournament model boats, we have not enough work with them, that we'll take a measurement from the light on the bow of the tournament current approved boats and measure to the first position for pin number 1. We'll give you that in inches, and then we'll give you another measurement from here to the second pin. These will then allow you to get your original placement, and then you can fine-tune by moving them left and right to get them positioned where these are exactly in the right spot when the boat guide passes between them visually as you're driving the boat. If you have a boat that we haven't provided a measurement for it, there are 2 ways that you can dial that boat in for setup. You can put some pieces of tape out here on the hood, drive the boat, and find out where the boat guide visually appears when the boat is centered by looking at the tape position, and then putting one of these to the left and then one to the right of that. Or you probably can't see it, but you can also put a piece of tape right on the dash as you're driving and move that tape left and right until visually it is lined up on the boat guide and the boat is centered. And then as you're sitting in the seat, have your ski person come out, and if the tape shows this spot here, you put one pin to the left and one to the right, and then go from there. So that's a little bit about boat setup. You can visit BullsEye Boat Sight for more information. And when you consider the BullsEye Boat Sight, a lot of people will think, well, I'm a good driver, I don't need that, I drive fine. But think of it more as you as a skier and who's driving for you. BullsEye Boat Sight can really take a lot of skiers that are struggling a little bit, or they're learning a boat, or you have a lot of different drivers pulling you, and it helps a lot of drivers that maybe not pro level ski a lot better, and that'll improve your slalom score. So thank you for watching today, and I'll be talking to you as we go toward Nationals, and good luck with your skiing in 2020.